This great handle, it's light, extremely light, even with the food in it. When the food comes out, it doesn't stick, of course, and it's easy to wash. You just rinse it real quick and it's ready to go again.
Very handy, very easy to use, very easy to see what's happening. It's great for a guy like me.
Okay, the hardest thing that you're gonna have to do is pick what color do you want. World launch technology, patented technology. I'm not even kidding when I say this does everything but change the oil in your car. Leave it to Efficient by Design, the one and only Simply Ming. Of course, Chef Ming Tsai, you know him, Emmy Award, James Beard Award winner, to reinvent a convection oven. Now, if you're like me, my convection oven in my home cost several $1,000s. It takes up a whole room. And you know what? It doesn't know when to shut itself off. It does not have a delay timer. I can't saute or steam in my convection oven. I can only broil or grill or bake. How about steaming? How about baking? How about browning? How about sauteing? How about doing cakes and lasagnas and meatloafs and steaming fish and everything in between? So Chef Ming's gonna give you all the details. 60% faster, fastest technology that we've ever seen, exclusive and patented technology. So hardest thing you have to do is to pick your color of choice. So Rob, I'll just start down here. I should also point out you get the full recipe cards, the steamer basket. We love that Simply Ming blue. So, there are only 1,000 of that blue. So final 1,000 of the blue. I mean, honestly, you think blue ginger? There you go, there's that Simply Ming blue. Are we calling this gray in the system, Matt? Oh, it's silver, and it is like a nice brushed platinum silver. Moving on up, I'm in love with my purple. Gotta love that power purple. Okay, the purple, just like the blue, is also very limited. Moving up, we have this classic black, but I have to tell you, it has like these nice little soft, almost like brush strokes in it. That's your soft black. You know I love my red. I mean, if I had to pick a favorite, you know it's gonna be the red. And then, Matt, are we calling this champagne or copper in the system? Copper bronze. We like it. Me likey. It's also got free shipping and a flex pay that is gonna blow you out of the water. And if you're a fan, of course, we would love to say hi to you. Welcome back,
Hi, Shannon.
Chef. Good
How are we doing?
See you.
I'm so psyched to be here.
I know, I have to say.
This is cool.
When you do something, you do it in a way that no one else does. And it's like you're reinventing technology here.
You know, this is your sous chef.
It is.
If you have this in your kitchen, you don't need anything else. I love so many things about this. I didn't even know where to start. I mean, it's so light, it's so small, It's so compact. Of course, it makes amazing rice.
It does.
Including the quick rice function.
Of course.
But it does so much more. It can do the rice pilaf. It has patents all over the place. Has basically this impeller. This impeller draws the air out of it, so it prevents that foaming and that extra boiling over of rice, but it also helps conduct and convect the heat, so it cooks rice much faster. You can make rice in 20 minutes, a little bit of rice, which is almost 50% faster. I love the fact that you said it. You can steam in it. You can saute and simmer, which is a patented technology, which is unbelievable. And it has fuzzy technology. It has a fuzzy brain, meaning there's a chip in this.
Really?
So it knows.
So it didn't have too much vodka.
Yeah, it didn't have too much. That would be a super fuzzy.
That's a different kind of fuzzy brain.
That's a fuzzy navel.
Exactly.
But it knows when you saute rice, for example, doing a rice pilaf, when you add the liquid, because the temperature goes down, it knows then to go into the rice function to then cook the rice. And then, if you know thermodynamics, when rice boils, it's at 212 degrees Fahrenheit, boiling water. But as soon as all the water's boiled off, it breaks 212 and it knows when to turn it off.
So wait a minute, it doesn't boil over.
Doesn't boil over.
So we don't get the boil over.
And then it holds it. It's unbelievable.
I don't get like the spillage. I don't get the boil over.
No.
It is genius technology. And I'm just telling you, leave it to Chef Ming's side, to Chef Ming. He is efficient by design and mechanical engineer, and of course, a James Beard Award-winning chef as well, in addition to being an Emmy Award winner. When he does something, rest assured he does it in a way that no one else does. This is the only chance to grab any of your Chef Ming items before Mother's Day. I hear some sizzle.
All right, can we the best way to show you is how we cook with it.
Let's do it.
All right.
Chef Tracy.
So Tracy's here. So what we have here we had this on the saute simmer function.
Which no one else in the world has.
So when you have the saute simmer, what can you do? Well, you can saute. I mean, this is sizzling. We have onions in here, and this chicken breast has been sauteed.
Smells good.
Right? Now we're going to add, and by the way, we're giving you a bunch of great recipes.
I know, you really are.
So here's some, this is a rice pilaf mix.
So you can add the dry rice.
Add the dry rice into here.
Okay.
We're going to add some flavors. We have some olives, right? So we're going to go a little Mediterranean on us.
This already.
A little paprika, right? A little Spanish, so we can mix that up. Then we're going to add the broth.
All right.
And I like chicken stock. You can use rice if you want to keep, but chicken stock just tastes better.
So wait a minute, you just literally one pot cooking, but this is going to be a meal in the time
this
that we're done?
This is going to be a gigantic, gargantuan meal.
Okay, do you know what? I don't know in the time that we have allocated that I could boil the water for the rice by the time we're done.
Right.
No, I'm serious.
Now check this out. So now you hit the menu. It's right here. You can move the menu button all the way around until it's saute, simmer, you hit start.
Genius.
Set it, it's done.
And
in about 20 minutes, right, Trace?
Right.
About 20
we'll
minutes,
be back
you're going
to show you your meal.
You're going to see this in 20 minutes, a full meal.
So you walk away. You literally set it, you walk away, you forget about it. In 20 minutes, no stirring, no boiling over, no nothing. It does all the work.
Right, and that rice, that was a rice pilaf kit, which you can buy in any store. So that already had the salt, the pepper, the seasoning, everything.
Genius. Okay, what are we doing over here?
So that's the saute simmer function. Now this is the steam function. Here we have just a chicken broth, but I want to serve this salmon with this broth. So we did a little bit of scallions and onions.
Okay.
So we're going to add some salmon. This is the great steaming unit you can put onto it. We're going to season the salmon. And by the way, it's on just a little bit of bok choy and a little bit of zucchini. And a little salt, a little pepper. And we're done. And now here,
You're done. Okay,
well now here we're gonna set it.
All right.
We'll turn this on and we'll set this to steam. So just go all the way around.
You're kidding me.
Until I hit steam. Boom.
Oh, wow.
Hang on here.
See, now you know what's interesting?
The red arrow, and then you hit start.
And you just hit start.
And now this will steam.
The details are, the devil's in the details with Chef Ming. It has that nice, almost like textured finish, even on quote unquote the solid colors. I know we're going to show off what Chef Eric is doing in a moment, but you do need to understand this is a one-shot deal. It is on a first come, first served basis. We brought in about half of what we would normally do when Chef Ming is here. And you have to understand this is so much more than even a multi-cooker. Like Chef Ming said, it is your sous chef. It does all the cooking, it does all the boiling, it does all the reducing, it does all the sauteing, it does all the steaming, it does all the work for you. It even goes into a keep warm function automatically. Okay, I'm curious to see what you got going on.
So here we have, I love using ground pork, ground beef, ground chicken. Here we have some ground pork, another rice pilaf. So again, this is in the saute simmer function. We sauteed the meat, right? Yep. Same thing. You just saw we're doing. We're going to add a little bit of garlic to this, right? We're going to add a little bit of ginger. This is all going to cook. We're going to add some scallions. We're going to add some bell peppers and onions. So it's just building flavor on flavor on flavor, right? Add a little bit of this stir-fry sauce, right?
Yum.
And then rice.
Okay. Oh gosh, everything, you just dump it in.
Just dump it in. And,
now that's my kind of cooking.
And by the way, always wash your rice. I think you should rinse your rice so the water comes clear.
Okay.
And then again, chicken stock.
And chicken stock.
All right.
The brilliance of this, Shannon, is that saute then simmer function.
Yeah.
You don't have to do anything now. We've already had it. We chose that when we started browning our meat. And now since he's added the liquid, it changes all by itself over to the cooking function to cook the rice. It's going to be ready.
And start. Okay.
That's it.
I don't know about you, but I'm dying to get my hands on this because you know what? Now there are no more excuses for fast food. You know, we only do that because you know no one wants to stand around a stove, especially in the hot summer months. So it does all of the thinking, all of the work for you. You already saw what Chef Tracy and Chef Ming have been doing for us, but I spy Chef Eric.
Yeah, Chef Eric, what are you making over there?
I am using some great leftovers. I am getting ready for breakfast, so I'm using leftover rice, onions, peppers, and I'm using that saute to simmer function. So what I'm going to do is just add everything in, and like Tracy said, it knows once I add the eggs, it's automatically going to go into that simmer function. And this is going to be done in about 20 minutes or less.
That's crazy. Okay. 20 minutes or less. And notice one thing that I like, because I've got my own private summer going on, it's not heating up the whole kitchen.
Right.
So remember, summer's around the corner, guys. It was 101 degrees in my car today. So this is a convection oven. It is 60% faster, but It's not. It's saving me time. It's saving me money. It's saving me energy.
Energy and time is amazing. I mean, it'll pay for itself in a couple weeks just by the energy itself. Because it's not going to heat up everything. So these three are going to be done in about 20 or so minutes.
Sounds
Eric's frittata, same. So let me just show you some stuff we've already cooked in here, right?
By the way, it looks really good. It's something that I would keep on my counter because it's pretty to look at.
So this is not your average rice cooker. This is a convection. It's a turbo convection.
It is.
Look what we have here. This is a cake. Right? So there's a steam function. There's a saute simmer function.
Right.
There's, of course, you can cook rice function. And there's a bake function.
No, wait a minute. I've not seen that on any multi/rice cooker in the world. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist.
And look at this cake. So you can bake a cake in this.
Right.
Right? Now, we haven't even talked about the Technolon Plus.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. You're right.
We coated this with Technolon Plus because that's one of the best non-stick materials there is in the world.
Yeah. So no PFOA.
And when I talk non-stick, I'm talking about non-stick, right? Look at that.
And ooey gooey chocolate cake.
This is a delicious chocolate. I mean, you can smell it. And how long did the cake take?
It takes about 20 minutes, and this is a whole box cake mix. That's all we did was a box cake mix, and you hit the cake function.
That function does not exist. And incidentally, because you know that Chef Ming is not only a James Beard Emmy Award-winning chef, but he is also a mechanical engineer. So you partnered with Aroma, which, by the way, they are the #1 home creator of rice cookers in the world. Okay,
Look at that. Is that not the most perfect chocolate cake? And by the way, I don't care how good of a chef you are. If you use an oven and the phone rings and there's someone calling and you forget, you have a burnt cake. Here, not only does it cook in the 20 minutes and it knows when it's done, it then puts it on warm.
Okay,
so this cake is still warm.
And you know, here's the thing: you didn't rotate the pan because your oven is uneven.
No.
There is no other rice or multi-cooker in the world that has a cake and bake function. No one in the world at any price. So what do you got going on over there? That's so good.
Another function, slow cooker.
Oh, that's right. It's like a slow cooker for free.
So look what we have here. So here we have, this took how long? All in 2 hours?
It was 2 hours.
2 hours. So we added all the veg, we added the potatoes, we have a little pot roast in here. And again, it's a 1-pot cooking.
Okay.
Look at this.
Wow.
I mean, how good does that look?
Okay, that even looks mouth-watering. That looks moist. And
you have all the delicious veg in here, the potatoes, and then of course have all the liquid.
All the gravy.
But again, talk about a great time saver. You have a couple kids running around your home, you gotta go to soccer practice, you put this in, you hit slow cooker, you know, not only is it ready in 2 hours, it will keep it warm for you for 6, 8, 10 hours, right?
And that's what's genius. I mean, not only is that Technolon Plus that you love, you get basically a slow cooker for free. So as Chef Ming gets ready to unveil some more details, remember, if you want the blue ginger, if you want that blue, the blue you said, Matt, around 1,000. Blue is the most limited. Okay, the copper bronze, okay. This is actually the best seller. I have never seen a color like this in an appliance ever. Have you? I mean, it looks like a luxury automobile. It's got kind of that champagne-y, bronzy, finish to it. That's gorgeous. Green, Lucky Jade green. Red, you know how much I love red in the kitchen. Even the black has a gorgeous texture to it. Our purple and then our platinum. The steamer basket, the ladles, the measurer. You also get a ton of recipes from Chef Ming. All right, now what's next?
This is America's favorite dish.
Yeah.
Oh, everyone, you know what it is? Of course, because you can make mac and cheese. There's a recipe, right? We're giving you these recipes.
Perfect.
Tracy mastered. We tested and tested and tested. This is dried shells put in with liquid, with cheese, cream, boom, mac and cheese.
Oh, come on. Drop the mic. You're out. I mean, Mama's not boiling the water. Mama's not turning on the burner, okay? Mama's not minding the stove. So
look how much mac and cheese that is.
12 cups in
That's a lot of mac and cheese, right?
Are you kidding me?
It's amazing. It's one of those things where also you don't have all the dishes to do either.
Yes.
You have the Technolon.
Look at that.
Oh, that's the best part.
And look at, I mean, is that not the best looking mac and cheese? Even with that nice crusty, I mean,
that's my favorite when it gets like that.
That's the best part of a mac and cheese, it's crunchy.
But it didn't stick.
But look at this. There's nothing. Again, you've seen Technolon Plus from us before. Nothing sticks to Technilon Plus. I mean, that is a clean.
Okay, clean
hand,
as a whistle.
right?
All right. Here's the thing, though. Oh, by the way, here are the measurers. I love that there are like actually internal measuring markers on the inside of the basin as well, which is fantastic. So this is as goof-proof as it gets. I don't care if you burn water, you can't screw this thing up.
No.
So if you want to impress the mother-in-law, if you just want to save time and money, if you don't want to babysit the stove, you know, as great as Chef Ming's cookware is, which, by the way, we have a set that is going to sell out in this hour at a price that is unbelievable. There is no other appliance in the world that is doing what Chef Ming is doing. First of all, you think of how much money you spend on a convection oven. I don't know about you, but mine was thousands of dollars.
Yes.
It doesn't saute and simmer all in once, just doesn't. I have to do that in a separate pot. This is one pot cooking. My oven does not have a delay timer on it. My oven will not bake cakes as beautifully as this. It is a multi-cooker on steroids. There is virtually nothing that you can't do with this. It is patented technology. And you know what? And that was important to you, Chef, because, you know, I know for a lot of people out there, especially busy families, for a lot of families, you want to get people back in the kitchen, but a lot of people aren't cooking because they figure, oh, I don't have the time. Now there are no excuses.
Well, and the thing that's so cool about this cooker, because it's wrong to call it a rice cooker.
It is.
This is a turbo convection cooker.
Sure.
Is the technology, is the fact that because of the fuzzy technology, because of the chip, it's amazing that when you add the liquid like in a rice pilaf, it knows you added the liquid and it knows how long to cook it, because at a certain point, once that liquid evaporates, it goes from 212 because the latent heat, it'll go above 212 and it turns it off. So you don't even have to think about it. And by the way, so if it's 2 cups of rice or 4 cups of rice, it knows how much. It knows,
which is genius. And so that's why I keep saying there is no other multi-cooker like this in the world. So you can't even compare it to anything that you've seen or used elsewhere. This is a one-shot deal. Mother's Day, Mother's Day, Mother's Day. If mom's got to cook, mom does not want to babysit the stove. She doesn't want to worry about boil over. There's no boil over. It knows when to reduce that heat. It knows when to go into the keep warm function. It knows, you know, to go literally from saute to simmer. I don't know about you, but there is no other product in the world that does that. So this is a one-day only opportunity. And Chef Ming, that's the other thing that I think is so important. It's like, you know, a rice cooker is a rice cooker. Multi-cookers are great for doing certain things, but I don't know that I could put a label on. It's actually harder to say what you can't do in this. I actually can't think of. You
can do everything but get your kid into college with this. Or maybe you can't actually.
Well, you never know.
You know.
Exactly.
So you saw us bake a cake, right? So look at this. I mean, whoever thought that you could actually make a calzone in a turbo cooker? So again, you guys have this recipe. Check this out. So this is a store-bought pizza dough, right? And we put the pizza dough. We filled it with the cheese and the meat. We flipped it 5 minutes into it, and you end up getting a calzone. I mean, that's amazing, right? Of course, nothing sticks to it. And we'll go ahead and just cut this whole thing in half, just to give you guys show you what a slice looks like out of this. But, oh, come on. Look at that. I mean, that is just, that's a calzone in what was that, 10 minutes?
20 minutes.
Oh, 20 minutes? I mean, amazing, right? I mean, when I got at my hands and we started working with this and said, what do you want in the ultimate cooker? Well, of course, I want to cook perfect rice. Second, I want to cook rice pilaf, because I think when you add flavor to rice, it's even better. Then it becomes one pot. But like, well, can we bake in one of these? And we worked on it, we added the Technilon Plus, so everything becomes nonstick.
Brilliant.
You can do, of course, steaming. It's every thing you learn in cooking school, every cooking technique.
Right, it is, but you know what? Without the culinary know-how. I mean, isn't it nice that you can plug something in, turn it on, dump the ingredients in, hit the start button, and literally walk away. And I don't know about you, but that because I cook almost every night, but that cuts into, you know, my prep time for my shows. I mean, literally this does all the work. Now, what is this yummy thing over here?
This is a great way of showing off that it can cook in 2 ways. So here we have chicken that we steamed with olives and peppers and tomatoes. And below it we have this orzo that we made with artichoke. It's an orzo rice. But look at this. Look how perfectly cooked this rice is. I mean, you can tell. You don't need to be here, but when you see rice that's nice and fluffy like this.
We have orgasmic food tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It's true.
So this is orzo, right? And then we're going to take...
And he had me at chocolate cake. Who knew it could get better?
And then we're going to take a piece of this chicken. Okay. I mean, talk about, we haven't even touched upon this, but what a delicious yet healthy way to cook.
Okay.
The chicken is steamed because remember, there was liquid here for the rice, so that chicken stock, steam the chicken breast. There's almost zero oil.
I was just going to say, so there is...
Zero oil.
So zero oil, zero added fat. Zero added fat. And by the way,
but give it a try.
Chef Ming is feeding an army here, but there's still a bunch still left in that great non-stick interior. Okay.
Let me show you how much is still.
Oh my God.
It's unbelievable how much is in here.
Oh, that's good.
You can do, right? I mean, how tasty is that? Oh, so you could easily feed 4 people.
It's like
with
a clown
one rice
car.
cooker. So
the food keeps going and going and going and going and going. And speaking of going, don't say we didn't warn you. I'm caressing it and I'm loving it because I love the color. Even though we thought we brought in enough of that copper bronze, which has kind of like a luxury automobile soft champagne look to it, this could actually beat the blue ginger blue. I mean, in terms of selling out first. So, you know what? Oh, perfect. Thank you, guys. You can actually see it really looks like, well, fine cookware. I mean, you can actually see kind of little striations there and variegations in color. That's gorgeous. So that, in all likelihood, is going to be the first color to go. When I say it's too pretty to put away, plus why would you? Because it's even better than a sous chef because it doesn't talk back and doesn't ask for overtime. So, seriously.
And it doesn't have bad breath.
There you go. So you put the ingredients in, you walk away, it does all the work. And, you know, Chef, I know we keep saying that there's no appliance at any price that does this, but this is patented. When we talk about that saute to simmer function, they invented it for you and put it in here. It's a world launch.
I went to Aroma in San Diego. So Aroma is the world's largest rice cooker manufacturer. Right? They make amazing rice cookers.
They do.
But they're so raising the bar. They are. They're like, okay, it's great to be able to make rice. Can we invent a new type of cooker that can do so much more than rice?
Yeah.
And their engineers are amazing.
They really are.
I mean, the fact is a microchip. I mean, it's a new millennial, right?
Right.
There's a microchip in the rice cooker that knows when to turn it off, knows when it's hot enough, knows when the rice is done, and knows how much rice is in there. It's crazy.
Which is genius. And then on top of that, it's a convection oven.
Right. So there's an impeller. I mean, we can show you the animation, but there's an impeller. And an impeller is a small fan, and it draws. The impeller actually draws the air up. Okay. So in a traditional rice cooker, there's always that boil over and those bubbles. So this draws it out. Okay. And by drawing it out, it creates, of course, a wind current, if you would, inside of it, so it cooks things faster.
So there's no boil over. There's
no boil over, and the heat source is from below, but because they're drawing the air up, it draws that heat through the rice or through the lasagna, through whatever.
Smart.
And that's why you can cook quick rice so fast.
It is genius. And you know what? If we can do full reveals, which, by the way, we're going to continue doing that, and take a moment to say hi to Chef Ming. We would love to meet and greet you. Chef Ming is not back until June, and when he comes back, it's a Cookware Today special. By the way, though, it will not be hard anodized, like the set that we have selling out in this hour. So this literally is a set it and forget it machine, and it does everything but the dishes. I mean, seriously, I don't care what you put in this thing, it's doing all the work. Ooh, now what do you have there?
So here we have a lasagna.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Okay.
And again, when would you ever cook lasagna in a cooker like this? It's nice and hot, which we love. Non-stick, of course, so this will just pop right out.
Okay.
Come on, baby. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Look at that lasagna. I mean, how good does that look? Perfectly cooked all the way through.
Oh, yeah.
We'll give it a little slice so you can see how delicious this is.
Okay.
Right, you can cut a wedge lasagna out.
I will taste test this on your behalf, ladies and gentlemen.
That is so nice of you,
I will.
Chef.
I'm a giver.
Oh,
no matter what anyone says.
Look how good that looks, right? This is perfect lasagna. And
okay, I gotta dive in.
And not only
how moist that is.
Right, it's really hot, so be careful.
Okay.
And you can tell how hot it is. Not only is it perfectly nice and moist, but I love because this heat source is so consistent, it gives you that nice crust, just like we had with the rice over there. Isn't that good?
That's good.
And you can make any lasagna. You can make it vegetarian. You can use ground chicken, ground turkey, ground pork, ground beef,
but you know what? I think because when I do a lasagna in the oven, it's like every oven has a hot and cold spot. There are no hot and cold spots with this. So it's not like you have to rotate that pan. It's not like the noodles are done on one side and then raw on the other.
And the other thing, it doesn't really smell like we're cooking very much right here, right?
You're right.
Because everything is concealed, everything is covered while you're cooking, and it's coming through this great vent.
Yeah.
So it's not like when you make it, it's okay. I love the smell, but sometimes, especially in small apartments and whatnot, this would be a big aroma.
I mean, it really would. So I don't care how
keeps it
small that
contained.
space is. So even if it's a second home, if you're taking it to work, if it's a college dormitory. By the way, it's so cute. It even has like a little handle on it, which is adorable.
Look at this.
All right, what kind of yumminess you got
you
going
have a
on
sweet
there?
tooth, so this is a cheesecake.
Oh, really?
Yes, swirled cheesecake. Right? Again. Baked, right? We're going to take
Is that
this.
one of the recipes?
Oh, yeah.
That is one of the recipes.
Oh, yeah.
And the lasagna is as well.
Oh, and the lasagna is too.
Look at this.
I might just buy it for the recipes.
Look at that cheesecake. Chocolate swirled cheesecake. And again, here, we'll slice this off here. You can see, I'll plate up a piece here. And cheesecake, of course, is delicious, hot or cold.
It is.
We'll play this right here.
Oh, my God.
Brownie on the bottom, cheesecake.
Brownie,
swirled in.
Well, of
cheesecake
course.
swirl.
Because you can.
Because you can.
I mean,
Of course it is.
why wouldn't you? But I mean, I've been playing with this thing for so long, and the fact that you can bake in it, steam in it, saute in it, braise in it, you're just going deep. Okay,
can't.
you keep doing it. Now, one of the best things that I
moist that
love
is.
making is soup.
Yum. Oh,
Right?
I love soup.
And soup, you know.
Okay.
When you can make soup quickly, this also has a soup function.
Oh, does it really?
So you can here we have a fantastic beef vegetable soup.
Okay, I'm gonna try this
And
cheesecake.
we put everything. This is beans and beef stock and a little bit of barley.
Oh my God, that cheesecake is crazy.
Isn't that good? But again, it's push one button. You add all the ingredients, push one button.
Good.
And then you have soup.
So wait a minute, because you know, I make soup every week, and it takes me hours. I mean, it really does, because you reduce, you want to get the flavors,
Right.
I mean, all that. And you know, it's a lot of babysitting. I mean, basically, I only do it on one of my days off, because I know it's going to take most of my
And that's
day off.
one of the best functions of all these.
Oh, I think so, too.
Is the fact that it will, once it's done cooking, if it's rice or if it's soup or if it's cheesecake, whatever, it will then go to warm.
Well, so you know what,
So it'll
moms
never
of-
scorch, it'll never burn.
And you know what? And moms of America, you don't babysit it. I mean, isn't it great? I mean, wouldn't you love it if your husband or vice versa, if somebody made dinner for you when you came home, this is making dinner for you. I mean, it literally is a set it, walk away, and forget it. Because when you come home, it's already in the keep warm function. So if the kids are running late at ballet or basketball practice or soccer or whatever it is, or if you're stuck in traffic, or you know, you throw the ingredients in the morning, you come home to a home-cooked meal. That is the genius behind this. And you know very well, first of all, it is on an extra flex pay if you use your HSN card. So if you don't have one of those cards, get it. We are paying to send it to you, which this is not an expensive proposition to ship, because again, it really is. It's a convection oven plus with patented and unique technology. It really does do everything but the dishes. 60% faster. All right, now is that the frittata you just
Eric,
started?
so this was like, I don't know, 10 minutes ago, Eric? You started the frittata? Let's see it.
No, I thought it was going to take about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Timer still says 8 minutes left.
Okay.
It's going to count down and then go to warm.
Right.
It's done.
Oh, it is?
It is done.
Oh my God, it's totally done.
It's beautiful. We added some cheese on top. Gonna get this out.
Oh my gosh.
That's unbelievable.
So wait a minute, that's breakfast
That's breakfast.
in a hurry, and you did nothing.
He
I mean,
just,
you
he
dumped the ingredients
dumped the
in,
ingredient and then
and you
he
hit
just,
start.
and that's it. And look at that.
Oh, God.
It is perfect. It's it's got a nice crust on the outside.
All right, we thought that was going to take 20 minutes. Not even close.
That's 12 minutes.
Not
That's
even
unbelievable.
Great way to use your leftovers.
12
Use that
minutes.
leftover rice, whether you cook it in here or you have that rice from the Chinese takeout that turns horrible the next day. Use it in your eggs.
All right, a piece for Mamacita.
I mean, since you forgot your boxes.
Exactly, I know. It's like,
But
all right.
what I love about that, again, I know this is commonsensical.
Look how fluffy that is.
Yeah, but because it's covered when you're cooking it, that also retains the heat. So therefore, that's being cooked from the bottom from the heat source, but because of the impeller and because it's contained, the heat stays in and cooks from up top, which is why the cheese is melted.
You know what it reminds me of, though, because it is a convection oven. You can even see it on the cheesecake. It's like things rise. It's like they get fluffier. It's like they get airier. Yes, they're cooking faster, but they're also cooking more evenly. Matt, I just want to double check. I mean, that bronze / copper is still in the lead. Okay, here's the good news. We've got bronze copper if you're shopping tonight. All bets are off because we are off to the races with this. We thought we ordered enough of the bronze copper, which is really kind of this, you know, I almost said the automobile it reminds me of, but it's a luxury automobile finish, if you will,
yes,
with even a nice texture to it. You'll never put this away. So this actually could sell out first, even though we thought that we ordered enough. This is a good way to illustrate that texture, but by the way, every single one of these colors has that variegation in color. Our beautiful blue ginger, that amazing Simply Ming blue that he's famous for. There are only 1,000, give or take, for the entire day. We have that great platinum, which is like a diamond, really high, and you will never take these off your counter. That purple, it's a powerful, passionate color. It's so pretty. Like I said, you're gonna keep it on your counter, especially because you're gonna use it for every meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Our black, the red, you can always go, you can never go wrong. Classic jade green, and don't forget, I know Chef Ming was talking about this, a number of the recipes that we are, you know, demonstrating for you tonight are included with your purchase. So basically, Chef, this to me is kind of like a kitchen makeover, because all the meals that we're doing tonight, like if I were doing, say, the frittata, or anything, I'd steam in one container, I'd saute in another container, I'd bake in another container. So by the time you make a whole meal, you know, you've dirtied every pot and pan in the household, you know, and heated up your entire home because you had every burner on, you had the oven on. You don't have to do that with this.
Right.
No, I mean, the frittata in 12 minutes is unbelievable. And again, the fact, because it's Technology Plus, the fact that cheesecake and chocolate cakes and all those don't stick is amazing. So, as you recall, this has been, I don't know how long, 20 minutes?
It's 5 minutes on the steam function once it gets up to temperature.
So, as you recall, we put the salmon into steam.
And those are big pieces of salmon, too.
Right? Look how beautiful that salmon is. So now the salmon is fully cooked. We'll take out the salmon first. And then we'll just plate up.
Do you know what? If you only got it as a steamer, I have sold steamers for more than $99. I mean, I have. We don't even sell convection ovens because they take up a whole wall, you know, and they're thousands of dollars. So it is a multi-cooker plus. And remember, you set it, you forget about the whole shoot and match, you walk away, you live your life, you help your kids with your homework, you take your shower, you know, you watch your favorite TV show, and then if you're still not done with the laundry or vacuuming or whatever you're working on, it goes into the keep warm function. Oh, I love that broth on the top, Chef.
So again, if you are trying to eat as healthy as possible, everyone knows fish is good for you, right? This had no added fat whatsoever. I added a pinch of salt and pepper, and broth is a great sauce.
It is.
Right? I mean, this is just chicken stock that had a little bit of onions and scallions. You can serve this as a big bowl, but if you want to just keep it nice and light, I mean, that you can just tell that, one, that's delicious, but two, it's very good for you.
It is. It's very, very healthy.
Which is so important. I mean, you are what you eat.
It is. No added fat. What do you got there?
I wanted to take you on a little tour.
Okay, perfect.
So I want to show you the functions and everything. So right here, if you look on the top, is just the on-off. So you start with power, and then you've got your menu to go through, and it scrolls through, and it's written right on here, so it's nothing that you have to remember. And here we have white rice, we have brown rice, we have the quick rice, and then you go over here to the soup, oatmeal, and cake functions. And then down here we have slow cook. It starts at 2 hours as a default, but you can use your plus and minus to adjust it to whatever recipe you're doing. Then we go to that saute then simmer, which is a patented technology for this cooker. And then we also have the steam function over there that we can go to, and it's preset at 5 minutes because it knows that's the perfect time to steam, so it's not going to overcook. It cooked the fish for 5 minutes, and then went ahead and put it into a keep warm mode so it didn't overcook that fish.
That's great.
And it's just so simple, and everything, you just hit the start button, and then you're going.
And you're off to the races.
You're done.
It is so smart. The genius of all of that, thank you, Tracy, for that demo, is this saute simmer.
Yeah.
Because the fact that, and again, we put this in 18 minutes ago. This is a rice pilaf.
Yeah.
Look at this rice pilaf. Look how delicious this rice is now.
Okay, so
it
you're
is perfectly fluffy rice.
We started that at the beginning of the show.
This is live cooking. We're not, this is no swap outs. We just put this all in.
It's not like an infomercial where they come to videotape.
No, this is HSN. We're real. This is real food, real cooking.
We can't afford no videotape.
But look how perfect that is, because a lot of people all of us chefs know that it's a 3-to-2 ratio when it's liquid to rice. But you have to, when you make rice pilaf, you have to be there. You got to saute everything. You have to make sure it doesn't burn. You have to have the liquid. You got to cover it. You have to watch it.
It's got such a fresh smell to it,
Right?
too. It's like not overcooked.
Shannon, get in here and try it. Tell me if that's good.
I got my fork.
Amazing.
You know I do.
But
Okay,
look how
I'm gonna
much,
try
I
this.
mean,
This looks fantastic.
I really want to show how much one little rice cooker or turbo convection can actually make.
Ooh.
How is that? Is it good?
Good.
But if you have a family of 4, you just fed them all.
Okay.
You want a little bit more?
I do. You know the amazing thing, though? You didn't babysit this. I think that's
Not at all.
maybe my favorite part. So here's the thing. Red is actually in second place. That bronzy copper will actually go first. All right, Tracy, the big reveal.
The chicken and yellow rice that we started at the top.
I mean, look how beautiful
where
that is.
We browned
Oh
the
my God, I'm
chicken,
going
so we
crazy.
kept all those flavors in one pot, less cleanup, and then everything. I mean, look at how much chicken and yellow
All right.
rice. You're
I
going to
forgot that
feed.
had the olives. I gotta get some of those too. I swear to God.
I guess you haven't eaten today, huh?
I haven't actually. That's so funny.
No, but look at
This is going to feed a
Tracy. Look
family
how
of
much
5 or 6.
food is in here.
That's a lot of food.
And this is
That's
such a small
crazy.
unit that can cook food for 4 to 6
Oh
people.
my God, that's nuts.
It really does. I mean, you said clown car, and it is like, it really is true.
my
I just
God.
keep going in for
This is
another
good,
scoop.
right? And then-
Look at all the food.
And I tell you, the one thing I love about this, so we gave you the recipes. I want people to cook. So these recipes will give you the general guideline for ratios of liquid to water. So you can take this pilaf recipe, change the protein, change the flavoring. The ratios are the same.
Absolutely. Hey, one other thing. This is the last scheduled appliance TS for the rest of the year for Chef Ming. So our beautiful champagne bronze will be the first to go based on the 3-to-1 selection. Red is actually in second place. You know how much I love my red. Classic black, that powerful purple. There's our platinum. We only brought in about 1,000 of that blue ginger blue and then jade green. Recipe cards, steamer basket, the whole 9 yards.